Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
And welcome to BUTV News. I'm Jack Rake.
And I'm Mia Massaro. Let's take a look at the news. On January 29th, Sharon St. Germain, a former Bradley faculty member, sadly passed away. Sharon retired in 2012 after working at Bradley for nearly 30 years as the director of Springer Center for Excellence in Internships. Sharon was a devoted Bradley basketball fan and never missed a chance to cheer on the Bradley Braves. Next time you're at a Bradley basketball game, be sure to cheer her on in her honor.
Visual Voices brings in another inspiring guest to Bradley University. Tonight we learn more about Andy Slatter, disabled media artist whose innovative work redefines accessibility in the arts. From captivating videos to thought-provoking photography, Slatter's creations invite us to see the world through a different lens. Here's a look at his journey and the powerful messages behind his art.
The art department hosts Visual Voices lectures every semester and brings in distinguished artists, designers, and critics to campus to inspire fine art students by sharing their own creative research and other experiences that is relevant to building a career in the field. Today's speaker, Andy Slatter, is a media artist, writer, performer, and disability advocate, speaking about ocular centrism is for sellouts.
I was invited by Kyle after a discussion about visual art and accessibility, access, and ableism and blindness and that sort of thing. And I always love having the opportunity to kind of share that knowledge and my harsh opinions about that kind of thing to a group, especially enrolled in an institution like Bradley.
Slater has been visually impaired since 5 years old and had overcome many obstacles to be where he is today. His disability is not a disadvantage to his life. In fact, it is more of an advantage. He gained skills of drawing, sculpting, sound making, and more forms of art before graduating from Northwestern University and the School of Art Institute at Chicago. Andy Slatter gives advice to Bradley students about conquering and achieving your goals in anything you put your mind to.
Make sure that your family and community know what you need and what kind of accommodations, and that you're very active in discussing that sort of thing with the people that are closest to you so that they can also sort of be your advocate.
Slatter has formulated different pieces for everyone, whether you are visually impaired, hard of hearing, or have no disability. Slater speaks about one of his recent creations he's most proud of, called Unseen Sound Guided Tour, which consists of sound and captions but no visuals.
It's like a game where the player uses a controller or keyboards or whatever to navigate through a non-visual space just to hear sounds and kind of drift throughout this 360 sonic world without necessarily having to look at anything. And it consists of bunch of different work and sounds that I've created over the past decade.
In addition to Slater's other astonishing achievements, something interesting that stood out was the different ways he made music. Andy talks about the usage of different devices like games, hardware hacking, toy electronics, and more. Slater proves his disability has not stopped him from achieving goals and excelling in life. For BUTV News, I'm Autumn Buckner.
Bradley University Psychology Club hosted their first event, Snacks and Chat, this past Friday. At this event, students had the opportunity to catch up after the month-long break. They would talk about which classes, which professors to take, and how to make it through difficult courses. The event also aimed to provide freshmen or new psychology students a space to ask questions about the department. President Alexis Oliver talked about what Psychology Club has to offer.
Psych Club is extremely inclusive, so you don't have to be a psych major to join or be involved. Our main goal is really building educational development and also building community within the psych department and then also on campus.
For more information about Psychology Club and how to get involved, you can visit their Instagram at BU_Psych Club or join their GroupMe. After a long winter break, Bradley University's digital arts team is starting to pick back up on their schedule for the spring semester. With the diverse collaboration of creative minds, the digital arts team discusses different forms of design and art theory through different digital formats and programs. Lucy Robbins, the president, states that the main purpose of the club is to inspire artists to express themselves and learn new ways of design.
Some of, like this semester in particular, we're going to have a 3D modeling unit, which will be a lot of fun. Color theory is a big one, and just like getting connected within an art community as well. Just, again, we're very broad in what we cover because we want to cover as many people as possible. Also, we have this. Campus happening.
They also hold monthly challenges to encourage members to work with the skills that they have developed on their own or through learning and to think outside the box on different design ideas. For more information, you can visit bradley.presence.io or email them at digitalartteambu@bradley.edu.
Today, Bradley announced its new Master of Arts in Sports Communication program. This degree will offer students a chance to take high-level courses in communication, philosophies, principles, and practices. The flexible program aims to prepare students for whatever path they choose in the sports comm industry. Applications for the Master of Arts in Sports Communication program are open for the fall 2025 semester. For more information, please contact the Bradley Admissions Office at admissions@bradley.edu. After the break, a weather update from Avishii Pant.
And news from the Grammys that you will not want to miss.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
I've been writing code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I'm more than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. Stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
All right, guys, I thought the weather was finally starting to get warm, but when I stepped outside yesterday, it was pretty cold.
It was so awful in this rain.
Right, I thought the spring was finally in the air, but then it did not last well until yesterday. With the sky being slightly cloudy and freezy throughout the day today, we can say that we will have to wait a bit longer for spring to knock at our doorsteps. And with that, let's see how the campus looked like today. With the clouds all over the sky, a great cup of coffee would have definitely lifted the students' mood. While moving on to the radar maps, the temperature was between the highs of 37 degrees and the lows of 25 degrees. While the UV index was as high as 2, I would still think that wearing a sunblock would be a better option. Now looking at the temp maps, as the air is filled with earthy smell, the temperature in Peoria area was quite cold compared to the last week. Let's go over to the 5-day forecast for the week. With slight chances of snow over the weekend, the weather seems to be sitting at about the highs of 43 degrees and the lows of 21 degrees. And with that, handing it over to Cassie with the entertainment news.
Thanks, Avishi. On January 16th, the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced, and it is expected to be released this year. For those not caught up, the Nintendo Switch 2, as its creative name may have made it very difficult to guess, will be the successor to the Nintendo Switch, which was released 8 years ago. Most information, such as prices and what games are available, are absent. However, on Friday, it was leaked that it will be likely bigger than its predecessor. Expositions of the console will be shown off in April in Dallas, Los Angeles, New York, and Toronto. Unfortunately for us in Peoria, unless you have Taylor Swift's private jet and lack of regard for the environment, you're likely out of luck. For years, The Sims 1 and 2 have been unavailable to the public, forcing people to turn to piracy or off-site sellers. However, for its 25th year anniversary, Electronic Arts changed this. The company re-released both as legacy editions, with the first being $20 and the second being $30 on Steam. While there was a lot of excitement from the fan base leading up to this, the response in the first 24 hours consisted of a lot of frustration, as many complained that the graphics were blurry and the games were full of bugs. There does seem to be one common consensus, though. It's fun to drown your Sims in a pool, no matter the edition. Finally, in news that was almost impossible to miss, but I'm here to tell you anyway, Kanye West showed up to the Grammys. No big deal, right? Well, it wouldn't be if his wife, Bianca Censori, didn't show up with him completely naked. Not only has this resulted in millions of dollars lost as Tokyo canceled several of his gigs, but he also reportedly did not even stay for the ceremony, having walked the carpet, got in his car, and left.
I personally did not watch the Grammys, but I was really excited to see that Sabrina Carpenter won.
Oh my god, her album deserved the win, absolutely.
I loved it.
I haven't heard her name in years, but it's really nice to hear that she deserved it.
Up next, we hear some campus convos about the Super Bowl.
And an interview with one of Bradley's very own rock climbing club members.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Gabe Nye is a sophomore majoring in theater arts, and he's taking life one And he's taking life one boulder at a time. Gabe quickly developed a love for rock climbing his freshman year at Bradley. Now he's climbed his way to the top as president of Bradley's Rock Climbing Club. Thank you for being here today, Gabe. So tell me, what inspired you to get involved with rock climbing?
Honestly, it was just one of my friends. He told me to go climbing once, and I was like really scared. And then I decided to, and I was like, okay, this is a lot of fun. So I kept going, and I got really into it, and now I'm addicted to it, so.
Nice. Has the club taken any trips together, and if so, where?
Yeah, so we take 2 trips every year. We do one in the fall and one in the spring. The fall semester we went to, what was it? Well, last spring we went to Red River Gorge. And then this fall, I believe we went to, what was it? It was, I can't remember the name, but we take 2 every year. Spring one is usually like far outside of Illinois, and then we stick with inside Illinois for.
And what do you do on those trips together?
Rock climb outside. we just go rock climb outside. We camp. We do a lot of fun things. But yeah.
Nice. And have you broken any climbing records?
No. Honestly, I can say I'm pretty good at it, but definitely haven't broken any climbing records. So.
What do you love the most about rock climbing?
It's probably, I really like the the accomplishment you feel after like finishing a route that you've been projecting for a long time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and how does the club support climbers of all skill levels, from beginners to people with more experience?
So at our clubs, we play games every week, and a lot of those games are pretty easy. And we make it sure you don't have to like climb some of the routes, and you can just go up the wall and hold onto any hold.
Nice. And what do you find most challenging about rock climbing?
Not giving up. Definitely not giving up.
All right, so we are running out of time, but can anyone join the club, and if so, how?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone can join the club. It's every Tuesday, every Tuesday from 5 to 6, and you can just show up, and we'll get you on the email list. So.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for being here with us today, Jack.
With the Super Bowl approaching this weekend, our reporter Adalia Young asked students in the Student Center some questions. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Hey everyone, with the big game coming up this Sunday, I'm asking folks whether they're voting for the Chiefs or the Eagles to win this Sunday. Let's see what they have to say. What's your name?
Miley.
I'm David.
Grace. I'm Madeline. I'm Natalie.
What are you most looking forward to for the Super Bowl?
100% the commercials. They're so funny. That's really the only reason I watch.
Well, I was in Kansas City for the Buffalo Bills Kansas City Chiefs game, and so you see this that I'm a Buffalo Bills person, so I wanted them to be in the Super Bowl, but since they can't be, I will root for Kansas City, because if we're going to lose to anybody, then I want to lose to the best. So I don't want Philadelphia to win.
I'm really hoping the Chiefs lose. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Probably seeing snippets of Taylor Swift on screen, because I'm a big Swiftie, and the halftime show.
Taylor Swift's not performing at the halftime show this year, but Kendrick and SZA are. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, 100%.
Is there a song that you're looking forward to that they're going to perform together?
Together, not really, but Not Like Us I'm excited for. Yeah, I like Kendrick, so I'm excited.
Is there a song that you're looking for that he's going to perform?
I'm just excited. I don't know. I like all of them, so whatever works for me. Who is it again? I literally don't even remember.
It's Kendrick and SZA.
Ooh, yes, 100% love SZA. Ready for it. I can't believe I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So, is there a song that you're looking for that they're going to perform together?
Ooh, put me on the spot. I don't know. I'm just excited to see the whole thing. Just the big production, everything like that.
Gosh, the halftime thing for me, it's like, it's there, it's filler, I don't need it, it's fine. Who's performing? I forget, who's performing?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay, fine.
Do you have a favorite Super Bowl commercial that you've seen in the past? Are you looking forward to those?
I mean, I really don't remember any of them other than like the Dorito goat commercial. I just missed that one, so yeah.
Speaking of Doritos, do you have a favorite commercial that you have seen in the past?
You know what? Oh my gosh, in the past? Oh boy, I'm almost 50 here, so there's lots of commercials that I've seen. I don't know why the Clydesdales, those silly, the horses, I don't know why that is. And sometimes Doritos is funny stuff. So, I mean, the commercials are there, it's fine, but I'm there to watch the game.
Ooh, I really like the Almond Joy commercials, and the guy says like almond, and then he like jumps out of the car. It's really funny. I love that one.
I really liked the Sarah Bae and Michael Cera commercial that they had.
Well, let's see who wins the big game on Sunday, the Chiefs or the Eagles. This is Adalia from Campus Convos signing off.
Up next, Micah tells us how the women's basketball team fared against Missouri State.
And a quick recap of how the men's team did against UIC.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
30 seconds.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Man, I'm so excited for the Super Bowl. It's in a matter of 4 days. You guys excited?
I'm so excited for the commercials.
Yes, I'm excited for the food.
I'm excited for the halftime show.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't wait for Kendrick Lamar and SZA. But anyway, hello everyone and welcome to BUTV Sports. I'm Mikey Gatewood and let's look into your Bradley Athletics. Starting off with women's basketball, the Braves prepare to defend their home court against the visiting Bears of Missouri State. Claire McDougal takes it up strong with the N1 finish claiming 2 of her 10 points in the total game off the inbound pass. Ellie McDermott hands it off to Tamia Perryman for the excellent drive inside against tight coverage from the Bears. And Amy O'Hara dumps a swift pass off to Salil Barnes for the easy 2. For Missouri State, they find Lacey Stokes in the corner for the 3 as she knocks it down. The Braves and Bears scored very efficient from the inside of the arc with 42% for the Braves and 50% for the Missouri State. Though the Braves had a solid game overall, Missouri State ended up with the victory with a score of 73-62. Last Friday on the men's side, the Braves stayed home and faced off against the Flames of UIC. Darius Hannah making himself known with a smooth floater in the paint over the defender, while Zeke Montgomery displays his handles off the dribble and puts up a mid-range shot that is nothing but net. On the other side, UIC had a very effective scoring night, including Javon Jackson, who put up 25 points within a win against Bradley, 93-70. And finally ending it off, congratulations to our January co-athletes of the month, Salil Barnes of women's basketball and Connor Dillon for men's basketball. Man, I've seen the game from them, from UIC, and it was rough. They're on a 2-game losing streak. I don't know how they're going to come back, but I sure hope that Bradley does make a comeback for this.
Yeah, me too.
I agree. After the break, a look at some upcoming campus events.
And a musical performance from Emma Anastasia.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. One in 3 adults has prediabetes, and you could be one of them. There are usually no signs for prediabetes, so it's important to understand your risk. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Let's take a look at some upcoming events. Join Girl Gamers and CSA for Cultural Game Night in the Garrett Center. Relax, have fun, and make some new friends while playing games like dominoes, cards, checkers, and much more. Let's take a look at some of the upcoming events on campus. Looking for a relaxing way to spend your weekend? Come down to Dingledine for some live piano and violin music. The concert will be taking place at 3 p.m. in the Dingledine Music Center. If you're looking for a fun Valentine activity, check out the Valentine Paint Night hosted by Sai Chai and the Psychology Club. It will take place from 5 to 6 p.m. in the Executive Suite of the Student Center. Well, I'm personally excited for all of these events, especially on Valentine's Day.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I hope it's gonna be fun.
I'm sure it will.
I know. There's a lot of people that are double-sided about it. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for BUTV News this week. I'm Jack Rake.
I'm Mikey Gatewood.
I'm Cassie Maxwell.
I'm Avishi Pan.
And I'm Mia Massaro. We leave you tonight with a musical performance from Emma Anastasia. Have a great night.